Welcome back to Grow Joyfully Home and Garden and Garden Tour Saturday with your host, Grandma Sandy, your co-host, Suffolk Susie, Pat's Garden Life, and Growing on Vancouver Island. This is an open collab that anyone can join. Just use the hashtag Garden Tour Saturday. It's January 10th and the temperature is 33 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. Pretty cold. But that's why we have heaters for our greenhouse. It has been so mild all fall and early winter, and all of a sudden here we are and it's getting very cold. But let's go in the greenhouse and see what we've got going. My kids have been working on this greenhouse for me, and there really is quite a sense of urgency because I want to get some seeds going. We want to sell even more seedlings down at the farm stand and have a bunch to grow for ourselves. There's the neighbor's horse, Samson, out there eating away. He's 33 years old or something like that. He's really old, but they're taking good care of him and giving him his best life. Yet how roomy this greenhouse is. I can't remember the dimensions, but I think it's something like 10 by 20. My third son built it for me several years ago, and I have enjoyed it every year. As long as it's not too hot in here during the late summer, I spend a lot of time in this place. There's frost on the outside of this window. I don't know if you can see it or not. Definitely cold this morning. I'm having my breakfast out here this morning in the sun. I've got a nice little heater on me, and I have a hot cup of tea. And I wanted to go over with you today my tomato seeds and what I have and what I need and what I'm thinking of growing this year. Okay, the top of these containers are cleaned off. I have cucumbers, I have tomatoes. It's been nice and cool out here, and they're in a container so they're nice and dry. So let's embark on the most exciting part of the year. Taking a look at what tomato seeds I have and what ones we're going to plant. Am I Gardener? I will have to say that they are my favorite seed place. Sometimes they don't have the variety that maybe Baker Creek might, but they're a family-run, home-based business. I've kind of grown up with Luke Marion from Am I Gardener. This is why I love this greenhouse so much. Look at the sun. Even if it's freezing outside, it's just beautiful and sunshiny and happy. I love coming out here. It's very good for me. Let's get back to the tomato seeds and what I have this year and what I will need. Last year I made up a list alphabetically of what tomato seeds that I have. So I can go through here this year and see which ones I still have in here and see which ones I need. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. The dogs are outside doing their daily chasing of the squirrels. So if you hear a ruckus out there, that's just them. So let's just start going through the seeds. I'll put the notebook down to the side, and then I'll be able to mark it off as we find them. I'm also going to put on there how many packets I have, because then I can look at it quickly, refer to it, and see how many I need to order. For today's video, I'm just going to focus on these tomatoes here. They are mostly from Am I Gardener, as I said. That is my favorite place to buy seeds, and second one is Baker Creek. The third one is Snake River Seed Cooperative. So that's where I get most of my seeds. All of these seeds here are indeterminates, except for the Rutgers, which is a semi-determinate. Semi-determinate tomatoes are a mid-ground variety, and that means they're a combination of a bush tomato, which is a determinate, and an indeterminate tomato, which is a vining tomato. So it kind of grows halfway in between there. Usually they do need support as well. So that's what that means. Today I have out on my counter 37 of my favorite indeterminate varieties. If you'd like, I'll make a video on that. I do have that in my playlist. If you'd like to go back to my playlist and check, I have several videos on tomatoes and their varieties and what's special about them and what's unique. So I encourage you to go back to my playlist and check out all the information on my tomato seeds. But these today that we're going to go over are the Marion tomato. Not crazy about it. It's a small tomato about that size. It's a globe tomato. It grows well, but it's nothing special to make me say, oh, I've got to grow that again. The Mountain Princess I will grow again. And you're supposed to be able to plant it out earlier, which I have not gotten to yet, but I really want to. And it's a nice small size tomato. It wouldn't make my top 20 probably. Granny Cantrell's is a wonderful big red slicer. That definitely makes my top 20 list. Vintage Wine, it's just a pretty tomato, as you can see. Lovely, big, interesting. Big Rainbow is kind of similar. Hungarian Heart is a big heart-shaped paste tomato. I do have a little bit of trouble growing that, so it may not make my top 20 either. German Pink, I absolutely love it. It grows well. Same with the Old German. Gold Medal, Brandywine Yellow, Brandywine Pink, and Golden Jubilee. The Amana tomato I tried for the first time last year, and I did like it. It did quite well. And the Giant Crimson, and I grow in order to keep the variety going. If you look at my playlist, I have a couple of videos on the Giant Crimson, and I tell the story about Luke Marion from M.I. Gardner and how he saved this variety from going extinct. So it's very interesting, and I think it's very important. Mortgage Lifter, definitely top 20. Watermelon Beefsteak, I keep telling myself every year, I don't need to grow that. It's another red pinkish tomato, but I do, and I love it, so I grow it. Triple Crop, wonderful. It bears a lot of fruit. It's a little bit earlier. Sometimes the tomatoes can get that big, so it's a good one. And the reason I like to grow this is because it's one of the first ones I heard about from Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm. So it's kind of more of a sentimental thing. Tiffin Mennonite is a big, beautiful red tomato. That's definitely in my top 20. Carbon tomato, it's only been 2 years that I've grown this, and I just think it's beautiful, so I do grow it. Sheboygan Paste, it is a good, reliable tomato, but if I had to choose from the paste tomatoes, I would choose Amish Paste over that. They just get huge, and they're easy to grow, and they're beautiful. Coaster Lee tomato. As you see, I have about 8 packages of these. Coaster Lee tomato is a big, beautiful red tomato. It's gorgeous, it's reliable, and it's yummy. San Marzano is a small paste tomato. People seem to request it a lot, but I don't see what the fuss is, although I grow them for my customers. Black Krim is one of the first ones that I grew, and I absolutely love it. Peron Sprayless, I love that tomato. It's kind of a light colored orange tomato, and it's been very reliable and just a favorite of mine. Same with Cherokee Purple and Pink Oxheart. Really delicious, wonderful big tomatoes. I told you about the Amish Paste. And Paul Robeson, I don't always do well with it, but it's one of the tomatoes Jess suggested from Roots and Refuge Farm, and I do grow it. It is a gorgeous color, and it tastes wonderful. I do struggle growing it, so I just keep at it, though. Talked about the black Brandywine. Any Brandywine tomato, such as over here we have yellow Brandywine. They were amazing. Pink Brandywine, amazing. I love Brandywines. And I also have a red Brandywine right here. And let's see what else we have. Dr. Wychee's huge yellow delicious sweet tomato, and Kellogg's Breakfast, very, very similar. I don't know what happened to me, if my brain had a glitch or what, but somehow I have ordered like 8, 9 packages of persimmon. It is a nice big orange tomato. It's a little harder for me to grow. I don't know what happened to me and why I ordered so many. So I will just keep them on the back burner for an emergency if I ever need them, or I'll give them away. Okay, where are we now? The indigo apple. It's a small globe-like tomato. It only takes 70 days to maturity. It's just such a conversation piece. It's a beautiful tomato. I love to have it on my palette of tomato colors, so I grow that every year. I mentioned the Brandywine, and I'm in love with this one. I only grew it last year for the first time. The Holy Myrrh tomato. It is a huge paste tomato, and it is beautiful and fabulous. I recommend this one. Grow it, grow it, grow it. And the last one for today is the Heel Marmon tomato. It has turned out to be a gorgeous one, and I really enjoy it very, very much. It's an indeterminate, and it's a little earlier. It's a medium to large slicer, and just a delicious, beautiful tomato. That's all I'm going to go over today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Look up some of these varieties and see how wonderful and awesome they are, and give them a try this year. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by.